Hey Aries, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be your reading for the first half of January 2025. Happy New Year everybody. These are general readings, so please keep that in mind. Only take messages that resonate. I do offer personal readings. If you're interested, you can contact me below in the description box to set that up. And thank you so much Aries for all of your likes, shares, comments, contributions. I appreciate that. Let's see here, what's the message for the sign of Aries? 2025, it's here already, tomorrow. Today's the 31st. I'm recording my last batch of signs that need to be done. Aries, energy for Aries, please, for January 1st to the 15th. Let's see, what is the message? Okay, this is nice. Aries, you've got the Page of Wands, Six of Swords, Ten of Cups. I feel like that Page of Wands, it's like you're in need, like you're deserving. It's almost like some good news here is finally coming in for you. I'm just going to adjust this a sec. You've got some good things here, good new beginnings or some kind of change that allows you to move on. It allows you to put the past behind you. This is definitely putting a lot of 2024 behind you. Things, people, places, situations, feelings. I think that you're clearing your mind here. You're focusing on emotions and love and the abundance and the things of joy that come into your life. You are moving into that Ten of Cups energy. And I think it just you needed that little like boost of confidence or boost of inspiration or that little invitation or a new friendship, maybe something here that kind of, changes your life in a positive way that allows you to finally let go of something that has to be moved on from. Much more calmer. And that's where you can actually enjoy the love, enjoy the good things in life, the abundance, all of the things that are coming in for you. Let's see here, what else? There's definitely some really good positive change from something or someone that shows up for you. For some of you with that Page of Wands, and I see the Ten of Cups, this can represent children or younger individuals in your life that, because I see the Ten of Cups also as like the home life and healing and improvements around home. There could be something here where, let's say there's a bit of a challenge or a disagreement or a difference between you and a family member. You kind of put this behind you. I think that you move on from whatever is keeping the two of you or keeping the family from enjoying the best of home life in that area. Seven of Wands. What's this about? Aries. The World. Okay. So there's definitely something that this is the end of a cycle, but there was resistance to this. There was resistance to change, resistance to close something off. Clarify that. Some of you may be resistant to travel, but I don't know. Blocked travel. Seven of Wands with the World. Tell me about this. The Hangman. I think here, Aries, that you were holding on to an idea. You were holding on to a concept. You were saying, you know what, I don't want to see, let's say it's kind of like, I don't want a relationship to end. I don't want a friendship to end. But when you have to understand the new perspective that it shows you when it does come to a close. It's kind of like we don't want to quit a certain job. But until that job ends is when we see a different perspective, when we go into another spot or another location or moving. Maybe you think you don't want, like, something here that I feel you were resistant or pushing back on a finalization or a closure, but when you can't really control change. We can't control or demand when something is on our time frame. And when something comes to an end here, I think you realize just how much it lets you release or unlatch from what you were being held on to, that you were actually maybe in your own way, that you were holding on to something that was pulling you back. And so you actually see the perspective after the fact. Yeah, let's see here. Tell us more. You were only seeing something the way you wanted to see it, or the way you thought you see something. But when something comes to a change or something ends here is when you say, oh, that's why that happened. That's why something took place. That's why that situation came to an end. What is this? The Two of Swords. Yeah, you're not seeing something until it's not for you to decide on the end of something. It's not for you to make this final call or this decision. So something here is making a decision almost on your behalf, or something trying to show you where you're resistant to change, or where you're resistant to making a decision or choosing. It's like you need to make a choice. It's like, I get this weird thing, little image of when we were kids and we're at the store. I remember it's like, you better make a candy choice here, kid. Like, come on, and the kid just doesn't know. And then you make that decision for them, and then they realize just how good something is, or just why something is. That's kind of a lame example, but something else is making the decision on your behalf. Why is Aries so blocked in this? Why is Aries feeling so indecisive or blocked? Again, it's going to make it for you. Life, universe, somebody else is going to create the change for you. That could be part of that Page of Wands, that somebody comes in and says, hey, like, I'm going to encourage you to come over on this side or do something, which allows you that Six of Swords to move on to something else, which then brings you into your Ten of Cups. So I feel like you're being influenced positively, though. Why are they so resistant? Two of Pentacles. Again, you're indecisive. You don't want to be. I think some of you don't want to be responsible for a decision that you have to make. I think some of you are saying, well, if I make the decision, then I really have to own it. I really have to, if it flops, I have to be accountable. And you may have to let go a little bit of that. I don't want to be a failure. I don't want to say yes to something and then be responsible. Own it, Aries. Own your decision. No decision is a decision. So something's got to change here for you to finally release or let go or move on from something else. Okay. What is the message? What else does Aries need to know here? Any other clarity or messages? Judgment. There's your decision. So there's a big decision here. It's like, if you can't make smaller decisions, Aries, what about when a larger decision comes into play here? So this could be sort of in the bigger scheme of your life, or this area that you're moving into. It really shows you the Ten of Cups. It shows you the world. It shows you the Judgment. It's like it's for your betterment. It allows you to finally put something behind you. The decision that you make is what it is. It's meant to be somehow, some way. Clarify that. Seven of Swords. Yeah, Nine of Swords. You don't want to be held accountable if something goes wrong. There could be a little bit of, it's that thing of like disagreeing because you don't want to be responsible, but I don't know why. Let that go. Who cares? It's like somebody says, I don't want to make a decision about this restaurant in case the food sucks. Who cares? That's kind of a smaller decision. It could be something very big. Maybe it's around moving with the world. Maybe it's a new home. Maybe it's moving into a whole other location, traveling somewhere, and you're saying, there's this thing around stressing out that you don't want it to bite you in the ass kind of thing. You don't want people to not trust you again, or maybe it's around trust. Maybe you feel that your decisions or something around here is that people aren't going to trust you anymore or trust your judgment. 7 of Swords with the Judgment, 9 of Swords. It's Aries, trust your judgment is what I'm getting. Make a judgment call, make a decision, and trust yourself. I think the hesitation here is that some of you are not fully trusting yourselves in something. And so you're allowing, again, either life is going to make that decision for you, or you're allowing somebody else to do this for you. Now that can work in your favor. That can be a positive change where somebody's helped you make a decision, but sometimes that can hinder you because you're allowing other people to make choices on your behalf when really that may not be the thing that you really want deep down inside. So don't allow people to make choices just because you don't want to make a choice, but then you're not happy with what the outcome is. Okay, so I think it has to be about a fair balance here with that 2 of Pentacles. Okay. I think ultimately there is a lot of good things here for you with that 10 of Cups. There's a lot of, and that's the thing here as well I pick up, is that you can only be responsible for yourself here, Aries. You're not responsible for the outcome of other people. It's free will, just like a tarot reading. At the end of the day, you make all the decisions that you need to. I don't like making decisions on other people because I would do things very differently in half the cases that people ask me advice, and I'm like, I just don't want to get involved because I would choose very different, and then that's up to them to learn the lesson. So there's lessons here for you to learn, Aries, by making some mistakes sometimes, or by allowing closure. It's like if it's a relationship, for instance, like I don't want to make the decision, I'll let that person break it off with me. I don't want to make the wrong move. You really are listening to what's good for you, and not being worried that what's meant for you, or the joy and the happiness and the abundance and the love that you are worthy of, whether it's from one or another, in that 10 of Cups situation, I feel like it's like we don't want to bite our own foot off or burn our bridge kind of thing. But sometimes you have to take that you have to move into the new beginning of something else by ending the old. Okay, otherwise you just stay in the hangman. You just stay in this compromising place. Okay, let's see what the Oracle of the Bird says for you, Aries. And Aries, you guys are very like all in sign. You jump in. I'm an Aries moon. It can be intense. You can jump all in. It can be it can be very quick to decide. So maybe that burnt you. I don't know. The J. This bird comes out a lot. Balancing energy, increase of energy. Words are magic. Choose them wisely. A powerful shaman bird stands by your side. Jay is a keeper of the forest. With its outstanding powers of observation, it watches over it. It knows every inhabitant and is familiar with all beings from the other world that live in the forest and are connected to you. The forest fairies, the elves, the dwarves, the fauns, forest dragons, forest elves, and many more. Jay recognizes and uncovers every deception and encourages you to be glad about every disappointment. Now you can correct your path. The word disappointment is in quotations. So there could be this thing about worrying about a disappointment based on a decision. With the J, you come into contact with the magic of sounds and vibrations. The vibrations of your words build your energy field. Pay attention to a pure energy field. Again and again, allow yourself to remove everything impure from your field by choosing clear, powerful, and loving words. My plumage shows itself in splendid colors. I am a master of the elements. I'm going to speed through this part, guys, because it's so drawn out. Black stands for the element of earth and the north. White stands for the element of the air and the east. And the red stands for the element of fire and the south. And the blue stands for the element of water and the west. Lucky are they who find one of my iridescent wing feathers. More meanings. Balance the energies within you. Energetic work and healing applications are now particularly effective. deceptions and untruths surface. That's interesting because that's that Seven of Swords with the Judgment. So there could be some deceptions or untruths that surface that help you to really get clarity and understanding them, healing them, forgiving them, making new decisions on that. Be determined, protect your borders. This is your affirmation. I fully stand in my strength and fully live the magic of my soul vibration. So that's the thing, Aries. I think it's standing in your strength and owning, taking accountability, owning your decisions, owning your choices. Should something not work out, you can always change it again. It's either meant to be or it's not. So be okay with that, maybe. Okay, Happy New Year's, Aries. I want to wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments. I appreciate all the support, and have yourselves a great 2025. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.